business, you're back in the US and you look around and you say to yourself, I'm going to launch a new business. How did you land on specifically women's health and wellness and let's say sexual intimacy and care?
Yeah, it was actually a long self-discovery because from my great and gorgeous experience in China, I realized that there are three things you must have to start a business. And all these three things have to align for you to make it. The first thing, you have to have the right people. Okay. The second thing is you have to be at the right place and at the right time. And I feel like I was missing at least two of them in China, right? So it's really difficult. But here I feel like I'm very, very fortunate. I have a very supportive husband who retired from Silicon Valley. During pandemic, he was ready to relax, and I said, "You don't look busy enough. You come help me." And then he's trapped. Originally, he's doing part time. Now he's busier than me, in charge of operations and logistics and finance, and because we're growing so much, and he actually became busier than me. And I think having the right support system is so important. The second thing is that I feel like if I'm back in the right place. Um, Honestly, building a brand in the US, I felt is easier than in China. Why? Because China, I feel like a lot of things is very transactional. So it's about today. It's not about long term. So building a brand for today is very difficult. It's commercial transaction. You pay this influencer $10,000, they do a post, and then they ask for a huge discount for their followers. So at the end of the day, you don't make money from that transaction. Hoping you've done enough of these transactions to build a brand long term. But a lot of time it's so volatile. Chinese consumers are very like they're in it today and they forget about you tomorrow. So it's harder to build a brand actually for me, at least for the startup. If you don't have a deep pocket, I think it's very difficult. In the US, I think consumers, yes, Amazon own the market, but I still think that consumers are willing to support new brands and they're willing to support you outside of Amazon. So you can have a strong brand, your own D2C. We built our website on Shopify. So you can have a strong store outside Amazon, having enough profit, having enough margin to grow your brand and build a brand. So I feel like this is the right place for me because I really want to build a long-term brand for, that can stay for years to come. And then at the right time, because I hit menopause several years ago and I was so discouraged by the limited options that we are offered. I went to my gynecologist. It's not the current one, but because I know she followed, they only make sure that she doesn't think I'm bad mouthing her. But anyway, my previous gynecologist, I said, I look at me. I at that time I was 51. I said, I am experiencing all the symptoms. I need help. And she said, do you want to so she pointed me to a few links for lubricants. And then I said, do you want to, and then she said, do you want to go on HRT? So the only two options that honestly is a very personal choice. I haven't done the HRD thing because I have three sisters and two of them have breast cancer. So I kind of err on the caution side. That's a few years ago. Now there are more and more study talking about it's safer, than was previously I guess communicated to the women. So I did not like either option. So I said I'm really, really kind of stunned by limited options by for this many people. I think like I can't remember the statistics, like 56 million women are in menopause in the US alone. I just couldn't believe it. So I said, you know what? There's so many beautiful skincare brands out there, and there's so many beautiful makeup brands out there, and a lot more natural and healthy options there. So I don't really need to go into that, to service the market. I want to serve the underserved. And that is me. So that's when I decided, okay, I think intimate care is probably the right way to go. But because of the pandemic, or the first 2 years, we sold way too many hand sanitizer. We got, we had to pivot, and so we got distracted. But only 2023, I launched the first intimate care product called Private Bar, because I grew up in a tropical island, Taiwan, and it's hot and humid. And when you're young, you wear everything tight, right? So I end up getting all these infections down there.